Hello, I'm Keith Kreischer, the Executive Director of the IoT M2M Council, here with my good friend and colleague, Ramachandran, who's CTO of registry provider Somos, as well as IMC Chairman. Sri, good morning.
Thank you, Keith, for having me.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Big event. It's
Yes.
CES 2025, it's IoT week at CES.
It's fantastic energy here. It's amazing.
Yeah. IMC, our side, the big initiative in 2025 is going to be security, where we formed a joint task force with the GCF. We've got meetings coming up where we're going to be evaluating the possibility of creating a complete set of standards for IoT deployments that cover not just devices, but also networks, also cloud app layer. Lots going on our side. Talk to us about what Somos is doing in IoT security and why it's important.
So, Somos is glad to be part of the IMC, and we are a part of this task force that's exploring the whole security aspect. And just like you mentioned, IoT security involves not only the device, there's also the network and the application. And what Somos chose to focus on in that whole ecosystem is on the device part. So in terms of the network and application, there are existing best practices, but when we looked at devices, it's a very fragmented ecosystem and really, really hard to secure. Different operating systems, different use cases, and so on. And Somos, interestingly, is not in the device ecosystem at all, right? We don't manufacture devices. We are not even close to that. But we took a very unique angle to that. We said, okay, what if we just understood devices just based on the identities that they have? So a typical device, an IoT device especially, has multiple identities. It may have a serial number, it may have identity to connect to the network, so like MAC address or IMEI and all that.
Of course, you guys are coming up from a registry perspective.
Right. Exactly.
So you're used to dealing with data like that.
We're used to dealing with strings of numbers as identifiers all the time. And so this was perfect for us to actually take that core competency and go into this area to say, we will manage the security purely through identities.
Right.
And it's a very unique perspective because we can actually look at it from a very horizontal perspective. We're not tied to any particular use case. We can, whether it's industrial, whether it's healthcare, or whether it's fleet tracking or whatever, we can actually go across pretty broadly. And we don't need to be part of the design-in thinking that comes with any of the device-oriented security, which is, I got to design in the stuff. So we can even provide a view into the security posture even when it's already deployed, when a device is already deployed.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about your own solution, Somos ID. What's that about? Can you give us some more detail on that?
Yeah. So Somos ID really tries to capture everything based on devices, based on device identities. So obviously IoT security, especially device security, is a large market, and we chose to say, let's create a solution with a particular go-to-market strategy. And the go-to-market strategy was focused on cellular connected devices. So cellular connected devices today, people are used to paying per month for the data subscription on that. And connectivity is, as you know, very competitive market. And security is something that people need visibility, are crying for visibility around security. So we use that as a great go-to-market channel. And so Somos ID initially targets cellular connected devices. So we can actually provide, just based on the identities around cellular connected devices, how secure they are and what actions need to be taken to make them more secure, like putting in a software patch, upgrading certain components of the device, and so on.
Terrific.
And cellular connected devices are everywhere today. Connected cars use cellular technology, right?
Nowhere do we see more of that than right here at CES.
Exactly.
Are you finding a lot of uptake here at the show on security issues? I mean, are people interested?
It's been so busy yesterday. I thought I could actually walk the halls, but I've been stuck in my booth because we've had so much tremendous interest
Great stuff.
in this
Great
all
stuff.
along. Yeah.
Sri, hey, as always, terrific to see you.
Great
Thanks
to
so much
see
for
you.
coming by.
Thank you so much.